Nah, you gotta respect it too, though. Like
Yeah.
you just state your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then at the same time, you can stand on. You know what I'm saying? You can stand on that shit because
Mm-hmm.
you got the background to back it up, and you putting in the work.
Facts.
There's a lot of niggas that's not putting in the work. That's saying, "Oh, I'm Houston, but whatever, whatever." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it ain't even just me. It's just in general.
Yeah.
Like so you gotta respect that about you too.
Yeah.
And then another thing, like how do you feel about as far as the artists supporting the media? Because you say media gotta support a little bit more of the artists and
Yeah.
tap in on both sides and whatever side of Houston because it's so big.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the artists doing the same for the media?
Man, it's 50-50. Artists should. I mean, understand that's marketing, bro. If you want to get a record deal, you want to go to Breakfast Club, you want to go somewhere, you got to promote your music.
Right.
I see a lot of artists say this now, oh, I don't need no blogs. I don't need no blogs. Nigga, I drop my shit and whatever. That's like very rare, bro. It ain't a lot of niggas who in position to really do that where they can just drop something and it just go up. You gonna have to use some type of platform to spread the wings.
Right.
Just putting it on your page or your Instagram or your YouTube channel don't be enough all the time.
Right.
And some artists, they got a lot of good treatment from blogs that help them push their shit. And now they be like, man, fuck the blogs. Fuck blogs. I don't need no blogs. Nigga, them blogs help you get talked about, nigga. Now, I understand, too, some of the blogs have a controversial approach to their content.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't say just fuck all blogs. Just, if you want to say fuck the blogs, you know, address the ones you want to say that to. But, you know, I don't know, bro. I feel like it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Blogs need the artists, artists need the blogs. Media personalities or niggas like myself that do YouTube platforms and podcasts, I want to work with the artists. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get on a burn no bridges that ain't got to be burnt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's 50-50 because media and outlets and artists will like come up together.
Yeah.
Like you got some niggas that came up as a videographer, a rapper.
Right.
I'm this nigga cameraman. I shot a video, went viral, and everybody liked that video.
Yeah.
Or this artist right here, we did an interview that went viral, and now we came up together with everybody tapping in with him and me.
Yeah.
Or I'm the nigga that did his first interview, and people love that motherfucker when they go back and watch it. So it's just, you know, it's one of them things, man. But I understand what both sides be saying.
Yeah.
Like blogs, I understand what they saying, because this shit is hard work.
Yeah.
Doing media, this shit ain't easy. Camera, gas money, time out your day, editing, all this shit is time, all this shit is money. So all the artists that want everything for free, understand, man, you know where you at in this shit. You can type your name into YouTube and that's where your career is at.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what the females told you, your partners told you, how much money you got in your pocket.
No.
That's cool. But where you at as a rapper, not as money. We talking about if you trying to rap.
Yeah.
If you type your name into YouTube, that's what your career is. What your views say.
I 100% agree.
You know what I'm saying? Instagram followers, a lot of motherfuckers with Instagram followers, you drop a music video, that bitch is not hitting. That means you got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
That means you should possibly be paying to promote yourself and do business.
Right.
That's just being factual, dog.
Yeah.
Some niggas, the niggas that understand that, they do it. Some niggas kind of was ahead of the time in the internet era. They was popping in 2012, 2013, 2014, so they never had to go pay for promo because they was already popping on Instagram or different media outlets, and they already had a little following, so they could hold their nuts. Like, nigga, I ain't paying for no interview.
Right.
But you niggas is just trying to get in the game, man. You got to pay these cameramen. You got to pay the niggas at the studio. You got to pay the engineer. You got to pay for the photo shoots. All them artists that's on, them niggas had to invest, or they had somebody investing for them.
Exactly. You gotta invest, period, if you gotta be an artist. That's just part of the plan. Like, you just gotta add all that shit up. They talk about studio time, beats, all the other shit. It's like, this
Mixing
what
and
comes to it.
mastering.
Like,
It ain't cheap, bro.
it's not cheap, so you gotta add it to it.
Everybody invest.
How do you, what's your process as far, I like your process as far as interviewing artists too, because you don't follow clout, I would say. You don't follow clout when it comes to interviewing artists. You find an artist that you actually like or you feel like they got a story, or you like their music, or anything.
Well, sometimes I just be wanting to work. I'm a workaholic. I interview a nigga just sometimes because I'm cutting that out though. That shit from the end though. But like I would just interview niggas just because I wanted to work. You feel me?
Yeah.
I felt like I had to earn that position.
Yeah.
Like I had to go and put my, you know what I'm saying? I had to go take the stairs.
Yeah.
I had to go grind. I had to go do my Gucci Mane 1,000 songs on my hard drive.
Yeah.
I had to go do my Nipsey Hussle 10 years. I had to go do my mixtape Weezy era.
Yeah.
12 hours, 14 hours in the studio. I had to go do my Floyd Mayweather in the boxing gym every single day. Had to do my Kobe 1,000 jumpers, Steph Curry 1,000 jumpers. That's why I did all them interviews.
Yeah.
Because that shit wasn't for right now. That shit for 10 years down the line.
Yeah.
Where your shit is cemented and solidified. And when you do that, can't nobody come take it from you, dog.
Yeah.
They can't take the work you put in. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the numbers did, how good, everybody starts somewhere. You feel me? We ain't cheating no grind, so that's really what that shit about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing too that I wanted to point out that I kind of liked about you too.
Yeah.
When it came to everybody just in general saying, hey, we need to work together, we need to do this, we need to do that. Yeah. A lot of people would say it on the internet and it sound good. Yeah. But you would actually try to do it. You know what I'm saying? I can even remember like you would be hitting up everybody to do an interview, a collab, or whatever, and it might not go. You know what I'm saying? You might do it or you might not do it. Yeah. But that was before you even said anything. Like before you even said you're the best interviewer. Before you even said, man, niggas, I'm trying to collab with niggas and niggas not trying to collab. Before you said any of that, you tried to. You know what I'm saying? You tried to go on and put that out there first. Niggas wasn't talking about it. Niggas talking about it on the internet like, hey. I want to work in this, that, and the third, but when it came to actually doing it, nobody was doing it. So what kind of made you take that approach too?
To work with niggas?
Not just to work with niggas, but just to go from, alright, shit, I'm trying to work with niggas, niggas is on some other shit, so let me go this other route.
Oh, well, I just went to I actually was always wanting to work with niggas, bro. Like, that's what I came in this bitch. I was the nigga watching podcasts every day. I was watching Joe Budden podcast. I was watching Drink Champs. I was watching everything going on in the rap game. I was watching all the interviews. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, and I watched the niggas that's successful. Yeah. Like Nipsey, and I got on the Nipsey Blue shit today. Long live Nip. That nigga say, study rich niggas moves like my homework. Yeah. So I'm watching what the niggas that's successful do. I watch what Vlad do. Yeah. I watch what No Jumper do. I watch what Breakfast Club do and how they platform run. So I'm combining the grinds in it and how I want my shit to be. Because you can't do everything somebody else do. Right. But you take what you can take from it, get game from it, like, okay, I want to implement that into what I do. Wow. So I knew with me, I wasn't going to clout chase. No. I knew I wasn't going to instigate drama and beef to go viral. Right. I was like, if some shit coming and it get tied up into my platform, it just happened organically. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to purposely go out here to like start shit with real live street shit, most definitely. Like I'm not instigating no serious street beef. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do that. So I knew I was going to have to work a little bit harder or way harder than somebody who was, because the traffic gonna be a little bit slower. So I just kept dropping content every day. Like I say, it's gonna grow regardless. So when I hit like 15,000 subscribers, that's when I was like, man, let me try to reach out to everybody. Yeah. I'm watching the DFW interviews. I'm watching Sperry Springer, and then I'm watching Driver Seat. Driver Seat had interviewed Sean Cotton. Sperry Springer interviewed Sean Cotton. Driver Seat interviewed Half Pint. Sperry Springer interviewed Half Pint. Sperry Springer went on Real Life Productions. You feel me? And they interviewed him, and then Sperry Springer interviewed Dallas Global. So these are media niggas or platform owners you know what I'm saying? And they all cordial, even if they probably ain't rocking with each other 100%, they still working together. I'm like, damn, why we not doing this in Houston? I don't see no media outlets. So that's when I was like, man, let's work. And ain't nobody want to do it. So 2020, January 1st or the 2nd, whatever year the 2nd fell on, or 3rd, I drove to Dallas. Yeah. And I did 5 collabs out there in one weekend.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's when I was like, okay, bro, Dallas, they on board. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in Houston? Yeah. So then they took a little bit more time. Backstreets with Cole, we always been locked in. There's a few others Cap Les, we had locked in. You know, there's a few we locked in, but I was like, can we get the whole city on it? If not, because everybody don't do interviews, everybody don't want to work with everybody. So I was just like, fuck it. Like, it is what it is. But then more people start coming around, and, you know, it was going for the good. Now I see the platforms is back into, in other cities kind of into it a little bit or whatever. But it's still all love with me, bro. We going to keep working regardless. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that was.
For sure, bro. Shout out your social media, bro. Where can we find you on the gram and all that? Where can we find your YouTube channel, all that?
The Instagram, Urban Politicians _Big Ant. Type that in, it's going to pop up on there. Urban Politicians TV Network, what it's going to say. Urban Politicians _Big Ant. YouTube channel, most importantly, is Urban Politicians TV. You type it in, it's going to come up full of content. And also, the Studio 56 podcast. That's going to be something that's on the Urban Politicians TV Network. Because I don't call myself the Houston best interviewer no more. Like, it's Urban Politicians TV. It's a network. We doing podcasts, commentary, news, sitting down talking about the news, live, YouTube live talk show, all type of different playlists on the channel. So, like, we got that going. The Studio 56 podcast, follow up under that. And the Stay Woke and Ratchet podcast with Dominique L. Ray. We working on getting her platform implemented into the Urban Politicians TV network. But the Studio 56 podcast, you can type that in on Google. It's on all platforms you can stream a podcast on. So we just finna be running that up. We finna slow it down. I gave the platform to the streets for 2 years and 8 months, man, like completely to the streets. So I started out with the Urban Politicians podcast, and then that kind of fell through. So that's when I went to the streets and YouTube. Yeah. But I gave the platform to the streets damn near for free for 2 and 8. But now we got to buckle down and do business. We got a new location, Studio 56. Y'all can pop out up there. Once we get everything organized and situated for the public, come up, you know what I'm saying? If it makes sense, come there. It's a collaborative effort with the artists. Or another media platform is always a collaborative effort if you working. Yeah. If you working, media platforms, I'm always down. You got a camera, only if you got a camera, you got a cell phone. But if I see you on Instagram promoting your shit, got a YouTube channel, hit me up. We can collab. Let's get it. And artists, if you gotta do business, you do business. If it makes sense for you to come there on, whatever, it's whatever. We tap in for shit show. But reach out, man. I'm here.
For sure, man. Shout out Urban Politicians, man. Yeah. Appreciate you for
Shout out OTR Views, man. Y'all follow them on the ground for shit show and subscribe to the YouTube channel.